Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Edward Collins and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, we're going to see the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings on the line with Amela Pappy taking on Mia Ying. Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Aladdin says. I'll tell you one thing, Edward Collins says. Amela Pappy is the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner. You know, she so far has won it from Asuka, and in a fight she kept it from Asuka. Well, we'll have to see, Edward Collins said. We'll have to see if Amela Pappy can keep it here from Mia Ying. Oh, so Corey Graves said it looks like that Mia Ying is not Reckoning anymore. She's not Jade anymore. Now she's Mia Ying again. Oh God, talking about not sure what self to be. But doesn't really care because I really don't like Amela Pappy that much either these days. Oh no. It's Charlotte Flair again. So I can't stand up while to stand? Fuck. It's bad enough I don't get no onlook. Now I gotta have a stand just to stand in my own ring. You know? Some more. Yeah, well, first I came from Big Lots. Now I came from Molly's. And shit, I only got a stand to even stand in. That's fucked up. So, once again, I'm not gonna be in the top. I'm not gonna be in the top. I'm not gonna be fighting for the TWF Women's Heavyweight Winnings, right? Yeah, it's like, oh well, we're gonna give it out to Mia Ying. Oh, she was Reckoning. Oh, she's Jade. Oh, we were going to give it out to Shayna Baszler. Amela Pappy, you're going to be giving it out to me. Alright? Because I am a two-time TWF Women's Heavyweight winner. And I'm going to win it again. See, we all know that I am I won the WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight winnings many times. I won the WWE SmackDown Women's Heavyweight winnings many times. And I won the WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight winnings many times too. Hell, I even won the WWE Divas Heavyweight winnings too, back when that was a thing. So the way I look at Amela Pappy, it should be Amela Pappy and me. Not Mia Ying. Or also known as Jade. Or also known as Reckoning. You know? And I don't really care what Shayna Baszler's been saying, but it's not going to be her. It should be me and Amela Pappy for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. Oh. Alright, player. Charlotte Flair, we have a TWF Women's Heavyweight match or fight going on. We don't have the time to hear you bitch about how it should be you going for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. Yeah, you're a former WWE NXT Women's Heavyweight winner. You're a former WWE Raw Women's Heavyweight winner. You're a former WWE Women's SmackDown Heavyweight winner. Good for you. But you were not picked to fight Amela Pappy for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. So, may I tell you, leave now. No. You see, I'm not going to take that shit. My father never took that shit. My half-brother David Flair, well, let's just say he didn't really give a shit, all right? And as far as my brother Reed Flair goes, he wouldn't take that shit. So I guess I'm not gonna take that shit. I know all about your father Ric Flair, your half-brother David Flair, and your brother Reed Flair, who died, God rest his soul. But you're not going to get the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings here today, so why don't you just go now? No, I don't think so. If I go, you know that I'm going to do something at the end of this show you're not going to like. I'm going to take the stand with me too. Alright, forgive us for that. And now on for the show. Well, Gorilla Monsoon says Amela Pappy. While Gorilla Monsoon says we got Amela Pappy who can't stand. And now we're gonna have Mia Ying, who seems to have a hang-up standing, so she has to be in that same stand again. But anyway, Gorilla Monsoon says the truth is that Charlotte Flair is irked that she's not fighting for the She's irked that she's not fighting for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. You know. But this has been her. This is the way she's been behaving now. Oh, Mel Pal. Well, fuck it. I can't. I won't win. Alright, here we go. And I'll tell you what, Gorilla Monsoon says, I don't care what your last name is, you're not going to come out and take over the show and then ask for shit that you didn't work for. Gorilla Monsoon says, yeah, at the end of the day, give me a break. At the end of the day, Edward Collins said, if Charlotte Flair wants to fight for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings, then she's going to have to work for it. But coming in the ring and bitching isn't going to help. Isn't going to help her. Well, this is for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. First, she is Mia Ying. And she is the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner, Amela Pappy. Well, Amela Pappy, who beat Asuka about a month ago, and has only been a TWF Women's Heavyweight winner for only a month. But she has done a good job. You know? Deanie, this fight gets started here. Well, let's talk about this one. Corey Graves says, why would Mia Ying even be wrestling Amela Pappy? Oh yeah, she's a former IW Women's Heavyweight winner, but at the end of the day, it's like, oh, big deal. Well, we know, well, what do you mean, big deal? Gorilla Monsoon said. Would you be, Ernest? Yes, Mia Ying is a former IW Knockouts Heavyweight winner. But unlike Charlotte Flair, she didn't bitch one in that bitch to get that spot. Would you be, Ernest? Yeah, well, you know what? Corey Graves says, you gotta be fair to Flair. Would you be, Ernest? Would you stop that fair to Flair shit? Gorilla Monsoon said, would you stop? Well, don't take much, you know. Edward Collins said, you take it from the Bobby the Brain Heenan Jerry the King Lawler book, right? Actually, I take it from the Jesse the Ventura Bobby the Brain Heenan Jerry the King Lawler book. I took it from James E. Cornette, Paulie Dangerously, Johnny Polo, the $1 Million Man Teddy Biasi, Mark Matham, and John Bradshaw Latefield, and Victor's Johnny Varifin. Well, Amela Pappy coming back right now. Amela Pappy picking up Mia Ying in a body slam. Mia Ying is in a hang-up right now. Yeah, Mia Ying. Mia Ying says Mela Pappy believes she's gonna be done here. A body slam once again to Mia Ying, formerly Jade, formerly Reckoning, Gorilla Monsoon said. Well, Mel Pappy's going to get ready to get the 1-2 free, Edward Collins says. Well, I keep telling you, Mela Pappy is a Mela Pappy. She's doing very well for herself. Look, she got down Mia Ying. You see that? See that kind of strength there? She's a good TWF Women's Heavyweight winner, Edward Collins said. Well, I don't know about that, Corey Graves says. And like I said again, I said you got to be fair to Flair. That should be Charlotte Flair in the ring. Wait a minute. Oh, eat the feet. Uh-oh, getting down. Oh, eat the feet. Mia Ying did eat the feet. Now she's going to win the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. Wait a minute. Charlotte Flair's coming back in. Natural selection. Oh. Natural selection of both of them. Ding, ding, ding. Told you wouldn't like what I did. Ha ha ha. Now the Fight Lord's out of the ring now. And sadly, Charlotte Flair has besmirched and ended a good fight between Mela Pappy and Mia Ying. And who knows who would have won that fight if Charlotte Flair didn't do the shit she did. I told you I was going to come back. I told you, Theodore Long, that I was going to come back and I was going to do something. You weren't going to like it. Why can I not fit? I'll tell you I was going to come back and you were not going to like it when I did come back, right? I told you I was going to do something at the end of this show that none of you folks were going to like. So I took care of Mela Pappy and Mia Ying. That should be me. I should have been wrestling for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. Not Mia Ying. What's she done? Oh, former IW Knockouts Heavyweight winner. Big fucking deal. Anyone could beat Gail Kim. I beat Gail Kim too. If she was in WWE, I'd beat Gail Kim. Hell, I could beat every woman in WWE, IW, AEW, so it's not a big fucking deal. You're gonna get out of this ring now, Charlotte Flair. Theodore Long already told you earlier today you weren't gonna be coming in and besmirching the fight, which you did, so get out, Ashley Williams says, now. You, Ashley Williams, and Theodore Long are going to have to learn. You got to be fair to Flair. Yeah, that bullshit. Yeah. That fair to Flair bullshit. Right? Well, it looks like Gorilla Monsoon says a good fight between Mela Pappy and Mia Ying came to an end because Charlotte Flair had to be heartburned that she wasn't wrestling for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings, so she had to besmirch the fight between Mela Pappy and Mia Ying. That's just fucked up, Gorilla Monsoon says. Yeah, it is, Edward Collins said. It was fucked up. I know I know it was not the right thing to say, but that's what happened. A lot of sad things started happening. You know, Corey, a lot of sad stuff started happening, Edward Collins says. But at the end of the day, it was a good fight between Mia Ying and Mela Pappy, and Charlotte Flair had to besmirch it. I'll tell you one thing right now, Corey Graves says. The only one being besmirched is Charlotte Flair, because she should be wrestling for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings. But sadly, that didn't happen. Well, I understand now that Michael Cole now is going to be talking with Amela Pappy. And Amela Pappy's got something to say, Gorilla Monsoon says. So let's see what Amela Pappy has to say about her fight and her match being done by that bitch. Forgive me, Gorilla Monsoon said, for saying that, but that's what Charlotte Flair is. That's how she's behaving. Well, I'm here, Gorilla Monsoon, and I'm going to be talking with Amela Pappy. Well, Mel Pappy, things didn't quite go your way. No, they did not go my way. And who knows, Michael Cole, what would have happened in that fight between me and Mia Ying. We are putting on a good fight, you know? And then in comes in Charlotte Flair. Oh, not the big lot Charlotte Flair. No, the oldies Charlotte Flair. She comes in and besmirches the fight between Mia Ying and myself. Why? 'Cause she's heartburned. Well, let me tell you something, Mia Ying said. Let me tell you something, Mel Pappy says. If you want to fight me for the TWF Women's Heavyweight winnings, all you have to do, Charlotte Flair, is ask me. But if you think you're going to walk over me and become a free-time TWF Women's Heavyweight winner, you got another guest coming. Well, Michael Cole says, is it well to say that you and Charlotte Flair are now foes? I would have to say we're foes now. Alright? She has besmirched a good fight, a good match I was in. You see, Charlotte Flair likes to believe that she should just be the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner of her last name. She always talks about her father all the time, and her half-brother David Flair, and her brother Reed Flair, God rest his soul. But at the end of the day, she seems to believe that since her last name's Flair, she can get what she wants, and doesn't have to work for anything. Well, that's bullshit, and we all know it. Alright? She ain't no queen. She's not my queen. At the end of the day, she might think she is, but I'm gonna, if she believes she's a queen, then I'm gonna knock her right off her seat. Well, that was my talk with Amela Pappy. Except for clearing my throat, the TWF Women's Heavyweight winner. Back to you, Michael. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with. Thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Amela Pappy here on Monday Night Raw. But it does look like it is all the time we have here. That we have here for TWF on Monday Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Edward Collins and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.